between Egypt and Israel. Why? Because hell broke loose.
Yeah.
Not in just the house of the laity, in our houses, in leadership. Hell can break loose.
Absolutely.
We're not exempt from the probability of the problematic. Because we have titles in front of our name. Hell can break loose in our house.
Yes, sir.
Man.
When hell breaks loose, it's an absolute certainty.
Yeah.
Not only once we notice the absolute certainty of hell breaking loose, second, Isaiah talk about the adversary who causes the hell to break loose. I say there's an absolute certainty that we have to notice here in this text, and now it's an adversary who causes it. That is the third word of verse 19 in that bottom phrase, when the enemy. When the enemy.
Yeah.
When the enemy, he says, when the enemy is a message and a reference to Satan. When the enemy, he says there are times in our lives when God intentionally takes his hands off of the enemy.
All right.
Y'all ain't gonna help me preach it here. There are times when the enemy hands are removed. It's divinely permitted. Satanic protagonism.
Yes.
Okay, you don't remember the story of Job?
Yes, I remember.
My Bible tells me Job was a perfect man. He lived in a village called Uz. And one day, the angelic host, the angel, came to present himself before God.
Yes.
Before the angelic inspection. And Satan was numbered with those angels.
All right.
Hello, somebody.
Yes.
God and Satan had a conversation.
All right.
God said, Satan, what are you doing here? That's a reference of God and Satan conversing.
Yes.
I wish y'all take the brakes off me. God and Satan talk. Don't you remember Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus told Peter, Peter, Satan has been asking me for you. He wants to sift you like wheat.
That's right.
Why? Because Satan and Jesus talked.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, in Revelation chapter 12, verse 9 and 10, Satan goes into the camp of God 2 times a day to make conversation with God. Every day and every night, Satan and God talks.
All right.
Y'all still ain't feeling me. Satan is talking to God about us.
Yeah.
He asking God questions concerning us. And you know what's interesting parenthetically here? It's interesting that God and the devil talk at least twice a day.
Come on.
And some of y'all ain't talked to God since Moby Dick was a member. It is interesting that Satan and God talk twice a day, and some of y'all ain't talked to God this year.
My God.
But I made up my mind every morning, every evening, since the devil is talking to God, I ain't gonna let the devil talk to God more than I do. So I dare you tonight, before you roll your hair, before you put your Noxema on your face, before you kiss your boo good night, lift your hands to the Lord and say, Lord, I exalt you. I bless you. I give you praise. I lift your name on high. I give you honor. I give you praise. Tell somebody, don't let the devil talk to God more than you do.
Help somebody.
And so, 2 times every day, the devil did this morning. He said, God, can you let me wreak hell in their life? And God said, yes, you can take certain things. It's interesting that God allows Satan to have certain things of Job. He took his business, he took his family, he took his finances. But he didn't take Job's female. The devil took everything that belonged to Job except his wife.
All right.
She was so trifling the devil didn't even want her. Y'all ain't gonna help me preach up in here. But Job had the strength to say, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And what the devil wants to prove is your worship is based on what you have. And God said, I let the enemy come in, but certain stuff is off limits. Isn't it good news to know that the devil can take a lot of stuff away from you, but he couldn't take your mind? He couldn't take your mind. He couldn't take your joy. Can somebody testify and say, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world sure can't take it. And the enemy seems to see that. Y'all ain't hear me. The enemy wants to see that your worship and your praise is based on what you have. Now, sit down, sit down. So some suggest that the enemy was Satan. And we do know that Satan was responsible directly and indirectly for this. But the text is dichotomous for this. Because the text says the enemy can be satanically produced, but it can be self induced.
That's right.
To a large extent, in this place of Babylon captivity, of their pride, hypocrisy, to a certain degree, they are in this shape because they